and welcome to the Houston Element Podcast. My name is Missy, and I'm your host. And today, I have the lovely pleasure to have on the podcast another wonderful recording artist, Dread Head Yeezy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. So, for those that are not familiar, can you just a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Dread Head Yeezy. Basically, I do music. I've been doing it for a long time, like years, so many years. I kind of lost count. So, but I've been doing music for a long time. It's something like just my passion, something I love to do. So that's the thing that keep me in it, just the love for it, and the fact that it's something fun to do. Cause I feel like as long as you wake up, do something you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's how I feel about it.
Yes, that's the truth, man. But then again, you don't work harder for nobody than yourself.
Exactly.
So where did your first early inspiration come from with music? What brought you to your career?
I have an older brother, and when I was growing up, I was younger. Like I'm a year younger than him, but growing up as kids, I always saw him, and he had a lot of his friends, and they always had a rap group, so I always saw them, and I was like, you know, they was all boys hanging together. It was all the boys hanging together, and I was like, I was a girl. I was like, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do what my brother doing, and you know, I could do that too, and you know, that's cool. Like, and then my brother, he was always the person I looked up to, especially with music. So every time I heard his songs and stuff, like, man, my brother, he could really go, you know. So I got into it. So one day I was like, man, I can't go with my brother and his friends. So I had a younger cousin, younger than me. So we was at home one day. My brother, he was leaving out, going with his friends. So I got my cousin. I said, come on, little cousin. We gonna make our own songs together. So that's how I started doing it. So,
okay. All right. I mean, and that's wonderful that you got to share something so positive with your family too, man.
Yeah.
And what kind of music did they play in particular? Did that help inspire the genre you wanted to pursue?
Yeah, most of the people I know that do music, and my brother and his friends, we mostly all rap about, like, basically life stuff we've been through in life, and different topics like that. So, you know, that kind of draws, like, how we grew up, basically talk about it in our music, and, you know, vent about it in our music and stuff like that. So, pretty much.
Excellent, man.
Yeah.
So what is the inspiration behind your artist name and your personal lyrics, you know, aside, you know, a little more in depth about not just your life experiences, but to the nitty gritty?
Okay, as far as my artist name first originally was K Yeezy. You know, people was calling me K Yeezy before Kanye West was even thought of, you know. You know, Kanye West, he Yeezy. My friends was calling me that for a long time before Kanye West even came out. So I was like, I'm gonna get rid of the K Yeezy because I don't want to seem like I'm piggybacking off Kanye West, but I'm gonna keep the Yeezy and just say I'm Dread Head Yeezy, you know, Yeezy with the dreads. So that's how I put it.
I like that. Yeah. I like that, man. And not to get too deep because, but I've heard, you know, some people, you know, for the dreads, it's not just a style kind of thing, you know. It's a much more personal thing, you know. Sometimes it can be something for religion, sometimes it can be for culture kind of things. It can resemble power kind of things. Yeah. Does that help contribute to your artist persona as well, or does it take part of your personal into your artist persona?
To be honest with you, I grew dreads because I saw a Waka Flocka video, and he was shaking his dreads in the video, and I said, I want to be able to do that one day. So I started growing my dreads out, like. Okay. So that's basically.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I like it, and they look wonderful, man. You know, you keeping them fresh and so clean. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
I don't recall which Waka Flocka song it was, but he really shook his dreads in all his videos. So I was like, I like that. You know, I want to grow mine out and see what I could do.
Yes, I love it, man. I love it, man. So what kind of elements are important for you to have in your music? Like any kind of certain effects you like to use or techniques?
Like techniques. You really gotta, when recording, you really gotta have good breathing techniques. First foremost. So I kind of slacked up on mine a little bit, but I used to go in and just go. Now it's like, okay, now I got to get back in the gym and hit the treadmill or something and get my wind back up, because it's like rapping is like a sport. You got to be in shape too. You got to get on stage and everything you got to do going out, like you got to be in shape.
Is there any kind of like you said, like doing treadmill exercise, things like that? Is there anything that you do specifically else in your routine that is like part of your ritual?
Yeah, my ritual. I'm a truck driver, so I drive trucks outside of doing music. So my ritual is when I'm on the road, when I'm driving my truck, I feel like if I could rap the song, if I could rap through the full song while I'm driving down the road, that's my ritual. Let me know I'm ready to go in the studio and record the song. That's how I feel. Yeah. And
yeah, you need quite a gust of wind diaphragm for that, because that's a long journey, friend.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. And is that a way for you also to memorize your lyrics too? So when you go to perform live, you don't miss a beat?
Yeah, when I'm going down the road in my work truck, I have my beats playing through the speaker, and I'm just rapping and get my words, get my thoughts together. So,
do you ever get any requests on the radio line?
A lot of people, I know a lot of people in my job, they be like, I didn't tell people at work I really rap like this. So I ended up doing a song with one of my coworkers, and he just put it out there and like kind of told people, and people be like, I didn't know you rap. You sound good. Like I didn't know, like, and stuff like that. So, no.
Okay, that's awesome, man. Now, you want to talk about an exclusive show, though, man. You're going to have your fans, like, going out there trying to buy a transmitter. They're like, hold on, I need to hear this exclusive live, okay? Shout out to my girl, Dread Head Yeezy. Put her on Channel 4.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I love that.
All on the CB radio in the truck.
Yeah. There's some people that can't even reach those channels, okay? So that is, like, exclusive content right there.
Yep.
I love that. So besides doing your ritual, what kind of things helps you to get in the creative mode, really gets you in the writing, wants you to go to the studio?
Stuff that gets me in the creative mode, like the beat, for sure. If I hear a beat, it's like now I don't just write the beats. I have to hear something, it have to hit me, it have to come to me like, okay, I hear a certain beat and the words just flow out. So that's how I do my music now. I don't just go, I'm gonna pick this beat, and then if I gotta hear it and it gotta make something flow out of me. That's how I go with the beats, like far as that.
Okay, excellent. And do you write typically as you're listening to the beats mostly, or do you ever get lyrics before you hear the beat?
It just all depends. Like I had a guy in Georgia sent me a beat, and it's like as soon as he sent me the beat, I don't know what happened in my mind, but the words just flew out. Like flew out. Like it's like the pen touched the paper and I just was going. Like that's how my mind work when I hear a beat, and it just catch me like that. So, and then less than 24 hours, I sent him the whole full song back. He was like, I sent you the beat and you sent me a whole track back. Less than 24 hours, I was like, I don't know what you did with that beat, and I don't know how you came up with it, but it just touched me in that way and, put the song out.
Wow, that's incredible, man. I really have to give it to you, vocalist, and lyricist. Like, y'all are double whammy talented with that, man, because I barely know how to articulate a sentence, you know what I'm saying? And y'all doing, like, entire, like, albums and whatnot, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it take a lot sometimes, but it's all fun though.
Yeah, when you're passionate about it, you're like you said, you're not thinking about work and you're just being creative.
Yeah, being creative.
Right on, man. So what is the latest project that you've worked on? And can you tell us a little bit more about, what was the producing part, recording part like of this project?
The latest project I've been working on, I really just been putting singles out. So, and the singles I've been putting out, basically, I've been recording all of them at here at AV Recording Studio. So I work with Juice, I work with Iconic, and most of the songs I just been putting out singles. Like, I'm not really in the album mood or mixtape mood right now. I just want to put a couple singles out and see where it go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the singles that you released recently?
I got one called Pray For Me. It's basically a mellow type vibe song. Basically about really just, I started off like trying to make through the storm, just pray for me, Basically, it just gets you in that vibe of no matter what's going on, I'm still gonna push through. Then another part, I was like, when you outside, you safe with me. Like, make it through the storm, pray for me. When you outside, it's safe with me. Like, if you with me, we good. Wherever we at, we good. Whatever happen, I got your back. Like, basically, I'm just putting all that into the song. So.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. And what about some of the other singles you released recently?
I released another single called Don't Change on Me. So that's the one I'm really getting ready to really release. I just shot a video to it with Too Spicy Visuals. Shout out to them. They on Instagram under Too Spicy Visuals. Shout out to them. It's gonna be a dope video. And basically the song is just like, don't change on me. Like, if we meet and you this way and you say we're gonna be that way, just stay the same. Stay the same. Like, don't change, Cause too many people come along one way, they be one way, then they be another way. Like, just be the same you every day. It's basically all I'm trying to put into that song.
Yeah, it's cool to have 5 friends, but not 5 friends in one person.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
Look, don't worry about the carpool situation. I'll figure it out, but I just need one person per body.
Exactly. And I did a preview of that song. I didn't put the full song out. I did a preview of it I kind of put a snippet on my Facebook story, and I took a poll jam it, slam it, or jam it, and I got 100% slam it, because everybody can relate to that. Everybody done had somebody change on them. Everybody done had somebody switch up on them. Everybody done, whether it's a friend, family, relationship partner, everybody done experienced that in life.
Yeah. I mean, don't be like the weather, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay? There's only one you, and relish it. Okay? Yeah. And so you said you recorded all of your recent projects here at the studio.
Yeah.
So when you get to the studio, have you already, are you coming back from work? You've done your rituals, you're just ready to hit the studio? Or do you spend time to get here and kind of warm up a little bit before you start doing your recordings?
But when I come to the studio, I pull up a little bit early and I just go over my everything in the car. Like, I sit outside for a little bit. I try to pull up at least 15, 20 minutes early. Sit outside and go through everything one last time to make sure when I get in the studio, it's just ready to go. Cause you just got your time. You gotta fit what you can fit in with any time, whether you book an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You don't want to waste a lot of time when you want to get your project done.
For sure.
And you want to come prepared, because I know that's what engineers love. Somebody that come prepared. They don't want you coming in the studio trying to write this and get this together, and you gotta find this, you gotta find this. So, kind of try to make y'all job a little easier too.
For sure, man. Because the whole point is we want y'all to be able to leave happy and felt like the job was complete.
Yep.
I like that, man. Has there been any kind of project that you've done recently that really stuck out to you, have real fond memories?
Recent project I've done, I dropped the project. It was called, my last mixtape was called The Come Up. And I called it the come up because before I dropped that mixtape, I really wasn't in the position in life that I am now. So I called it a come up, you know? Like, okay, I went from kind of doing bad to, okay, now kind of doing all right. Still not doing good, but now I'm kind of doing all right. So I called the mixtape the come up, you know? So that's something that, that's a mixtape that I always keep in my memory. Then I had a good friend. He dropped a movie on Amazon Prime. His name Terrence Weasel. And he's a Texas author. He done wrote a lot of great books, and he put out a movie on Amazon Prime. And he actually used that mixtape as his soundtrack on the movie. So
wow,
yeah,
that's incredible, man.
Yeah, when he hit me up about it, I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. Okay.
Oh snap! Oh snap! What is the name of the movie so we can check it out?
It's called Betrayal. It's called The Last Betrayal. It's on Amazon Prime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Dread Head Yeezy is a movie recording artist too, y'all. Okay. Ooh wow, that's incredible, man.
Yeah, actually one of my songs I recorded at AV Recording Studios called From the Bottom. Another guy I know, he just put out a movie called Cutthroat Texas on Tubi. He put that song in that movie too. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's called Cutthroat Texas on Tubi. Yeah, just came out.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations, man. That's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
So, kind of a hot topic, but just curious. How much of a bureaucracy paperwork headache was it for them to get the rights to put your music in their film?
I really didn't even much touch. We didn't even touch bases on none of that because far as the first guy that made the movie, Terrence, he a cool guy, so I wasn't worried about, trying to get paid or no money or nothing like that. I was just okay with him actually just putting my music in the movie. So, the music he chose to use, I owned it. So I was like, okay. I don't want to go that direction trying to paperwork and if you make this, then I get this. Like, I really didn't care because he's such a good dude. He do so much in the community, gives so much back to the community. So just my music being in the movie, that was enough for me on that part. So
yeah, no, I feel that, man. And what an honor to be have your work represented in another local professional's work too. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And that reach is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, man. And I'm sure your credits are featured in there too. So people are gonna from that being able to find you there that way too. Like that's wonderful, man.
Yep. And I know if I ever get rich, I got him. I know if he ever get rich, he got me. So I know we good on that part.
Oh yeah, making connections early, y'all.
Yep.
So have you collaborated? You collaborated with movie directors, and have you collaborated with a lot of different other artists and other professionals as well before?
Yeah, I collaborated with. I did a song with T.H.E. T.H.E. He a big singer in the industry. I did a song with G.T. Garza. He kind of a big Houston rapper. I did a song with Sauce Walker. I did a song with OMB Bloodbath. I did a song with her, and I did songs with a lot of people, like a few other people. So
okay. How was your experience collaborating with these other artists? Did you guys have similar visions in mind for the projects y'all worked on?
My experience. Because most of the time you do features with people, they like, okay, just send me the song, I'm going to do my verse and send it back. A lot of them actually came and met me at the studio, and we actually worked together. Like, one of my best experiences was when Sauce Walker actually came to the studio, and I was like, oh, man, I thought he was just going to say, send the song, put his verse, then send me the song back. So I like that experience. So basically, that was kind of my favorite experience right there.
I like that, man. I mean, I'm understanding of both situations. It's like not all the artists are going to be able to meet at the same time because of schedules, but it is definitely, I'm sure, a different vibe, a better vibe to be able to be in the same time, you know, being able to play off of one another's creativity too.
Yep.
I love that, man. I love that, man. So what advice would you give to others who are interested in collaborating with people in the music industry or production industry?
If you think about collabing with people, collab with somebody that got the same passion as you or more. You know, don't collab or work with people who, okay, I'm just doing this just to do it, or this is not their top priority. Like, if you're really serious and you really serious about your music and doing music, you got to work with people with the same mindset. That's why when people say you got to work with everybody, no, you don't. You don't have to work with everybody. Everybody don't have the same motive. Everybody don't have the same passion, so you can't work with everybody. So you got to know who you can work with and who you should work with. So that's how I feel about that.
Very true. Very true. You know, like, don't burn bridges, but it's not to say you have to go this route. Yeah. And have there been instances or is there advice that you can give when it comes to not just working with the artist, collaborating with the artist, but with their individual teams too, you know, like their management team, their production team? Because I'm sure maybe your team and their team may not always seem eye to eye on the vision of the project.
Yeah, or it's like that. If I'm working with somebody and they have like a team or something behind them, me myself personally, I'm an independent artist, so I really don't have like the whole team mechanism and the whole, you know, stuff like that. So basically, working with somebody that's under those circumstances, like, I feel like as long as they got a good team behind them and they team lead them in the right direction, then whatever project we do, then it's gonna take off however they want it to take off. So, you know.
Okay. And you yourself, you know, being an independent artist, like, you know, many local artists today, and I mean just many artists in general, because people are starting to wake up to this. I don't have to be signed to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not true. You know. What are the kind of things that you try to do to make sure to protect yourself as a professional, so that way you don't accidentally get bamboozled by multiple, you know, people from another team of some other client?
What I try to do is I just try to have everything. I try to have everything to where I know, okay, first of all, for the foremost part, I make sure I don't owe nobody nothing. I make sure I don't owe nobody anything. If I could do it for myself first, I'm gonna do it for myself. Like, I don't want no handouts. I don't want nobody holding nothing over my head. Like, oh, you owe me this or you owe me that. Like, if I have ever been with a label or a team, none of them could say when I left. None of them could say, oh, you left, but you owe me this. Yeah. Nobody can't. Nobody could ever say that.
Yeah, independent don't just mean I'm not signed. Independent means that I handle mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Independent means I like, it'd be nice, but I don't need it.
Yep.
Not to survive, baby.
Yeah, I wanna be to where whatever I feel like a label or manager or somebody could do for me, I want to feel like I could do the same for myself. Like, that's the direction I'm going towards right now, trying to get myself to.
Okay, yeah. And you're constantly grinding, I'm sure, because you're working hard as hell.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So what lessons, if any, have you learned since when you first started making music professionally?
First lesson I learned, it's sad to say, but first lesson I learned is you can't take everybody with you. Like, no matter how bad you want to, you can't take everybody with you. Now, you might can go back and pick them up one day, but sometimes you just can't take everybody with you at that moment. Like, so that's the biggest thing I learned.
It's a hard lesson to learn, but it's true.
Yep.
Is there anything like you've developed, in your music technique since when you first started recording to now that you've noticed?
When I first started recording, my delivery, I'm not even gonna lie, my delivery sucked. When I first started recording, my delivery sucked. Sounded like I was just reading straight off the paper. So now I think I have a better delivery, more character in my voice, and, actually rapping a song other than sounding like I'm reading it off of paper. So
like the things that we as consumers of music don't think about when we think of, oh, well, they're just a vocalist. They're not just a vocalist. They're they're a walking instrument, book, words, like energy, man. Because the way that you guys vocalize and you change it up during your performances and songs, it's very talented.
Yeah, take a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And you mentioned, like, I'm going to kind of go back to earlier, but, you mentioned, you do breathing exercises and things like that. Mm-hmm. Do you have to change up your breathing exercises depending on, like, the kind of delivery you're going to do, perhaps?
Yeah. Sometimes, some songs I rap fast. So, definitely got to have those breathing techniques. So, and you could hear, like, sometimes you could hear yourself, like, throughout the song, then the engineer got to go in and take the breath side because you rapping and rapping, then rapping and rapping, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch your breath. So, but to cut a lot of that out, it's you can't just go like get in the gym, go walking, go jogging, hit the treadmill or something like that. So,
yeah, got to take care of that diaphragm, that core, all that stuff. That's really hard to do, but it'll pay off if you do it.
Yep.
So what has been the most memorable event, whether it's been at the studio or live performance or just a random event together that you've been at thus far?
My most memorable event, I went to a show, and it was at the Scout Bar. I think, I forgot the name, what city that's actually in. I think Clear Lake or something like that, Scout Bar. Mm-hmm. So I went one night, I had a show, and I was like, man, nobody came with me. So I went by myself. So I was like, okay. I was like, I ain't gonna let the fact that nobody came with me, like, none of my people, it's not like they didn't want to come, but I think it was like the circumstances of the time frame. So I went by myself. So I was like, okay, I'm still gonna kill it,
Yeah.
So it's like I still got the video to this day. So I remember I went on stage, and I don't know what it was. Something told me to just jumped in the crowd, and the crowd just went crazy. So I was like, it was just an epic night. Like this, that was one of my best shows that I can remember. And in the video, you could just see everybody in the crowd just into the performance. So, yeah.
Oh man, I'm always so nervous, like watching artists jump into the crowd because I'm always like, but what happens if some weirdo? I mean, I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. Some weirdo trying to grab you or touch you or something like that. But it was okay. No one tried to do anything stupid.
I think the only thing happened, I think a couple people, they was dancing, trying to dance, close to me. But other than that, no, it wasn't no type of weird vibes or nothing like that. So it was pretty cool.
Wow, that's like I love that attitude. You're like, you know what, whatever, man, I'm gonna turn it out no matter what, and then it ended up being like an incredible show. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I remember I was on stage and I was just talking, introducing myself, and I was like, you know what? I didn't come up here to just be on stage. I was like, I came here tonight to be with y'all, so I just went in the crowd. The crowd went crazy. Then that's one of the shows I'm always remember. Yeah.
I like Scout Bar. It's a really neat venue because it's very diverse, you know. Have a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, a little bit of everybody there. Yeah.
So have you played at Scout Bar since that event?
Nope. That was the only time.
Okay.
Just that one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other venues that you've played at thus far that you really enjoyed as well?
I went to a lot of venues out in Victoria, Texas. A couple of those I enjoyed. Houston, Texas. Venues I performed at. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, so any venue I perform at out there, I always enjoyed it. And I went out to Colorado. I forgot the name of the venue, but I enjoyed when I performed out there too.
Okay.
And it was a big venue in El Campo, Texas. I went to before, and I think it was for a Boosie concert or something like that. And it had so many people there.
Yeah.
So many people. I think that's my first show where it had that many people.
Oh man, was it like a festival or something like that?
It was just a show, like a concert.
A bigger concert. Wow.
I was like, I didn't know it was gonna be this many people.
Wow.
So,
oh man, that's incredible, man.
Yeah.
So was it a good turnout of that show?
Yeah,
then?
it was a real good turnout.
Oh, wonderful, man.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I was kind of nervous, but once I get to the show and get a couple drinks in me, then okay, it's time. I'm good to go now.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I like that, man.
Yeah.
So is there anything that behind the scenes that you do? You know, you have your breathing techniques, you have, you know, your rehearsal techniques. Is there anything behind the scenes, you know, for like rituals before you go out to live perform that you do to make sure that the show goes well?
A lot of people don't know this, but I have my drink rituals.
Okay.
Like what I drink probably depends on how alive I'm gonna be at the show. Now, if I have a gin and juice or a Hennessy and Coke, okay, you better get ready for a good performance. Especially the Hennessy and Coke. Yeah.
Okay, man. I mean, and again, like more power to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because you're already, You's Art's already delivering, you know, very, you know, personal feelings in the form of music to us, you know, kind of thing. You know, so the least that you need is to feel mentally right.
Yep.
Do you have any plans for any future projects coming up for this year?
I have a lot of plans. I'm planning on dropping a lot of projects. I have a nephew. He's like 17, and I'm trying to. Since I've been doing music for a while, and you know he's very young, so I don't want him to have to go through the stuff I had to go through when I was young. His age, 17, 16, like trying to figure out how to do this. I figured it all out somewhat. So I could lead him in the path he want to go. So I kind of want to manage my nephew, and he got some good music. I brought him to a showcase out here in Houston, and it was if you won first place, you won like $100 a photo shoot, something else. So he performed this song, and he ended up winning. He was the youngest artist there, and he ended up winning. Wow. Yeah, he very talented.
Wow.
So, you know, that's one of my biggest projects. Like my nephew, like I wanna see him not have a hard time getting where he wanna go. So any way I could help him, any direction I could point him in, then that's what I wanna do. So
the best thing that you can be is a mentor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's powerful, man. I respect that, man. And how fortunate. And again, you're passing on the torch from your earlier experience of, you know, your brother and cousins share music, and now you're passing it on to your nephew. That's beautiful, man.
It's like really like the music thing, it really like you could say it running our family. Like from my brother to me, to my cousin, to my nephew, and then we got other family. So I try to keep us all like in a loop together. So that's how I try to keep it. So
I love that, man. I love that, man. And nothing is better to share besides food is music.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Thank you for having me.
Do you have any last bit of advice for the listeners?
My biggest advice I can give anybody, no matter what you're trying to accomplish in life, like don't give up on it. Like it might seem like it ain't working or happening today, but you can give up today, then you never know. Tomorrow could have been your day, but you never know because you gave up. So whatever you putting time into, just keep going. Like it might take a little time, but it's gonna happen for you as long as you just keep putting in the work. So
keep putting in the work, y'all. If you take away nothing else, remember to keep putting in the work and don't give up.
Exactly.
And so where can we follow you, madam, so we know to follow you on social media and your website?
Yeah, you can follow me. I have a website. My website is dreadheadyeezy.com. That's dreadhead, YEEZY.com. And then I have my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at KYeezy, KYEEZY_3720 on Instagram. And my Facebook, just Dread Head Yeezy on Facebook.
All right. Well, y'all know the drill. Go ahead and follow, subscribe, like, and support your local artists. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this week, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.